Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today?
Morning. Is your mic on, bro? No, it's not. This is all raw, so this is all gonna stay in, so people are gonna see that you didn't turn your mic on.
Hello.
Yes.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's real and raw today.
Real raw and uncut.
Yep, definitely.
Welcome to the top of the morning.
Welcome.
Morning,
it is
morning.
Wednesday, the 25th of September.
You know when Chloe's trying to put pressure on me so that, you know, the edit. It's like, we did this on we did this on Wednesday the 25th. Why is this coming out on October the 25th?
Why are you saying I'm trying to bait you up now?
You are. There's no need to. But it's all good, though. It's all good.
I can't believe it's the 25th of September, though, to be fair. This
year's
year.
been quick.
Crazy.
I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
I know. It's been a while.
I
It's
know.
been a while. I've missed being on top of the morning.
Top of
the morning.
Top of the morning. Yes.
So yeah, Isaac, who have we got with us today?
Well, I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Today, you guys have with you Zulu the Concept, aka Mr. Zizo.
Mr. Zizo.
Yeah,
I like that.
Thank you.
Welcome,
man.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Oh yeah.
How
How was your journey here, man?
Yeah, it was calm. It was quicker than I expected. It's a lot quicker, actually.
Yeah.
I was
Where
kind
was
of
you coming
surprised.
from?
South London.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out South London. Back in the building. South every day.
The jungle.
Gang,
Shout
gang.
out, man.
gang. Yeah, man. Nah, for real.
Shout out, man.
I did
Yeah,
see
for
you
real.
outside. I did say I was gonna leave you
Yeah,
out there
yeah,
still, but you know,
my aura.
your aura knew that it was me, innit?
Yeah. I knew. I could tell.
I was early. I'm never early. Never early.
I
So
was
like,
surprised.
yeah.
I was surprised.
Chloe
I was early
messaged
too, to
Chloe
be fair.
messaged me and goes, let me know when you're here. And I was like,
Babes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been here.
I've been here.
That's it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. 6 a.m. traveling on the M40, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
early,
man.
That's early.
Early, top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
Trust me. So yeah, man. Straight into this, man. Talk to me just about like your musical, what you're currently doing, anyway, man. Let people know exactly who you are.
Alright, how do I do this? Alright, cool. So I was born in like South Africa. I come here when I was like 4. Like my family's always been kind of into music. I've been into like arts, creation, like just the usual stuff, innit? Like everybody else does. Like,
Yeah.
making
So from a young age, you'd say,
like from
always.
young, like
Uh-huh.
like my mum's got like a gospel album out and that. Yeah.
That's
Sick.
amazing.
Yeah, my auntie
That's
that come out. She's
amazing.
done like a couple of radio shows as well.
Yeah.
She's like a dancer for like the South African International in London. So like when
Okay.
Mandela died, she performed at the House of Parliament.
Sick.
Stuff like
He's
that,
saying
yeah.
this like it's so like.
Nah, yeah,
chill,
like,
this
it's just
is
all like,
cool.
yeah, like
Yeah.
And
it's
you're from
cool.
that background of, I guess,
I guess it's
musicians.
nothing,
It's just
I
calm,
guess
innit?
it's
It's
nothing.
nothing, innit?
Yeah.
It's alright. So so then like that's always kind of been the influence of mine. Like then I just started to jump into like acting. At first I used to be like acting, like
Okay.
proper into acting. Like it's quite hard. I can't even cap. It was hard. But
Yeah.
then like music hit me, and you know I was with like a group of people when I was like 16 back in college. Started making music together. Then we kind of spread out. Then you know like I've always been listening to different types of music. So like let's say from like 10, I was listening to like people like Coldplay, the Kooks.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Like you know
That's
what I mean.
good.
Plus with the usual drill like Logan Somersets.
Okay,
the
yeah,
grime,
yeah.
Like proper like back in the day. So like both worlds have been a part of me. So like my aim was to like kind of like fuse both sounds in
Mhm.
the best possible way possible.
I
Okay.
So
feel like
like-
that's what music's about at the minute. I
Yeah.
feel like everyone's trying to like take different sounds and put them together
Yeah,
and different
100%.
cultures as well.
Yeah, yeah,
and I like it.
definitely,
I think
definitely,
I'm here for it. I'm definitely here.
I
for
hear
it.
that. Is that the reason why your name's called Zulu the Concept? Because you're from
Yeah.
South Africa. Okay.
Yeah. So basically like Zulu means like Kingdom of Thunder. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was all part and parcel because that's my tribe as well.
Okay, you're
So,
Zulu, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
but I'm half like Ghanaian too. So I'm
Okay,
from Ghana
cool.
as well. So my
Alright,
dad's like
okay.
a Santi as well. So
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Wicked.
so,
wicked.
like, basically like so the whole Zulu concept is that no matter what the concept is, I'm gonna give it to you in my way, in Zuli's way, my rendition. So whether it be love, hate, politics, whatever, I'm gonna give you my concept, like how I see it. So that's
I
why I
like
like.
that.
So what do you prefer, fufu or maize?
I'm a fourth man.
Fufu over maize, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fourth.
I hear that. It's a South African dish. It's the same concept.
Oh.
It's like fufu, but it's different.
But it's different. But you know what it is?
okay.
It's like
It's white. Maize is
like
white.
maize, like we call it papa, innit?
That's-
So, yeah. So like
Interesting.
it's
What's it made from?
I think he likes maize, guys, on the camera because he's smiling.
You know it? Nah,
He's
you know
surprised
it.
that I know. He's surprised that I
I'm
know.
shocked that you know. So I'm a bit surprised. I can't cap. But like, yeah, like you know what it is? Peanut butter soup with the right the right okra.
Yeah. Okay.
So like maize, like papa's like more of like we call it like vas vervos.
Yeah.
That's what we call it back in the city. So like it's more like stuff like pork.
Yeah. Or like
on
meat.
the side.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah.
That's more like.
I got South African friends. That's why I know.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So man knows beer, all of them things.
Yeah.
Cultured, are you?
Yeah,
Man,
I'm
the
East
culture's-
African though anyway, so he's not far from me
okay,
anyway.
Okay.
It's all the same stuff. You got a question for me?
Right, I hear that. No, I was just gonna say, what does your mum obviously think of you doing music?
She supported me
Mhm.
from like day one. I'm talking like anything I wanted to do, my mum's never said no.
She was
always
backing
been like, it's
you.
always been like I've had like this backing. She's always said, if she's ever been unsure about it, she'll be like, "Rah, show me why, show me the work you've put in."
Yeah.
And once I feel like satisfied, or I feel like, okay, cool, I've got reassurance. No matter what, I got you. Just do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
nice.
yeah, like I've always been lucky, especially coming from like African background as well. You know, if you're not a teacher or a doctor or whatever,
Of course.
like you don't necessarily get that quote unquote support
Yeah.
from your peers, or more your peers, but especially in your peers, as in like your cousins, family, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky.
There's a lot of
to-
pressure. There's a lot of pressure.
Bruh.
Is the pressure still there? Like I'm
Defo.
definitely a bit
Yeah,
older.
I would
Defo,
say
defo,
just from
defo.
people
No
who
cap.
I've spoke to, like didn't grow up in that kind of cultural background, but definitely like friends I've got and people who make music as well, especially who've
Yeah.
come from that kind of background.
Okay.
Yeah, they say that they feel a lot of pressure
Yeah.
to just kind of look like you're doing
Something.
something like you're making something of yourself. Do you
I
get
feel
what
like
I mean?
in 2019, about 2000, like I feel like obviously I'm 31, so I'm quite old compared to you. Like when I was coming up, you had to do education, but I feel like 5 years after me, like if you're 25 now, 26, I feel like the parents are a lot younger or they're a bit more wiser into knowing that you can blow for music.
I think people are more open to it,
Yeah.
but I definitely think when it comes to like a cultural
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Don't
it's,
get twisted.
it's still
Yeah.
it's still very much
I
there.
hear you,
Like,
I
it's
hear you.
still very much there.
Yeah, it's different when it comes to like a push and shove sort of thing. So it's like
Yeah.
family events, you know, like reputations, like mad.
So you are doing music.
Yeah.
How is
Yeah,
it going?
it's
Have
the
you
judgment,
made,
isn't it?
Have you made any money yet?
Yo, the granny.
Have you
allow
got
me.
your degree?
Auntie, please?
Yeah,
You
But do you
I
know
hear
what?
you.
If you can just stay true to yourself and stay focused on what you're trying to do, I think it takes a certain kind of person to just block out other
Everything.
people's opinions and just think, do you know what? I might not be doing something right now. It might not look like I'm doing a lot, but if you know that, I'm gonna
that's
get
true.
there and I'm gonna like make
Yeah,
something,
no,
then
for
I
sure.
think, you know.
What would you class your music as?
I would say I don't have a genre.
Okay, you don't have a genre.
No.
I've heard that one so many times.
No, I hear that. But you know what's funny? I actually don't have a genre.
Okay.
So if we listen to like a selection, if you was gonna put
Yeah, do you know
together
what? I
like a
didn't even get-
selection, what could we expect?
Expect the unexpected, but expect something familiar that you know as well.
Okay.
So it's not going to be like
Okay.
too like far. It's like I think it's more like, especially in the UK, it's going to be more of like who kind of does this. Like who can you directly compare me to?
So that's
more-
what you want to be. You want to be like in your own.
Yeah, like I
category.
don't want to be with anybody. I rather just like, because then I feel like as an artist, like, you know, sometimes like, especially as like rappers or like drill rappers or whatever. Not that I do drill or anything, but I do everything. But in the sense of like, sometimes like being compared to someone as an artist might pressure you. That comparison will always. It's like they're gonna look at the other person first in order to look what's good in you.
It's
Does
like
that
what
make
they're
sense?
doing to J1 at the moment. They keep saying he sounds like Stormzy.
You know what's funny?
Didn't you
That's
see
the first
that
time
on-
I've
on
heard
the-
that.
No.
That's the first
But
time I've
did
heard
you see
that.
that on the what's the
That's-
link up? What's that link up thing that they do?
Oh, the listening party.
Yeah,
they
there was
said it
like-
sounds like Stormzy.
Yeah, but I always thought when they said that, I was like, I thought that from time.
Nah, man.
I think they
It's
just need
different,
to
it's
leave
different.
J1.
You know what it
alone.
is? I
Just
can't
let him
lie.
do his thing.
I hear that.
Delivery, I hear you. Delivery in the sense of like, because they have the same cadence, but these man do grime though. Do you get? I think a lot of people forget that these are grime.
J1's a grime artist.
No, but well, he's not, but he sounds like one.
Yeah,
he sounds like a grime
yeah.
artist doing rap, like how
Yeah.
Stormzy raps. You get it?
Yeah,
Stormzy's
yeah,
a grime artist, but he does rap.
Yeah.
So no matter what, when you listen to the cadences like
I
Skepta
disagree,
and stuff like that, when you listen to the cadence, nah, bro, he's a grime guy, man. When you listen to the cadences, the way they
Stormzy.
drop stuff,
No.
100. He can
Yeah.
rap. I'm not saying he can't rap. Some grime
Yeah.
artists can't rap, you know.
But I feel like he has transitioned.
100%.
I think because I'm so fortunate, yeah, to have had like an experience working with Stormzy prior to his success. He was only doing rap. This grime thing, I don't want to say it's new for him to say, shut up, bruv, it's not new. But like in terms of the public domain, when Stormzy was on the come up, yeah, he might have done it. He did rap. He did rap.
Yeah.
2010, 2011, 2012, 2008, 2009. He was just doing rap. Like that. Even if you go to his old videos, show me to shut me up, I guess, where he did grime. I think he transitioned into grime when he was trying to blow, just after he come back from, because obviously he left Ends and went Southampton, and then he came back. Then he did grime. That's when his career took off.
Yeah, I think that's where people know him from.
Yeah, people know
Yeah.
stuff, but I know. Well, I guess I'm fortunate enough to have been said. I know, like
Different
people know artists from different points.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
of
yeah.
It's not a
course. So
thing
then you
of
have a
saying-
different perception of that.
Yeah,
person.
exactly. Yeah. To me, he's a rapper that does grime because it's worked out for. In fact, he
yeah.
jumped on grime because it worked.
Yeah,
'Cause
and he was good. Like
I still
he
feel
was
like
good at it.
he still has that grime element. Because in the sense of like, even man, like when I started, the first thing I did was grime, bro. Like I would never like I can't even say that I did rap, I did grime. Like it was them BPMs. Like it was really trying to shell out a story with so much lyrical content,
Yeah.
spin a man's head, and you know you're that guy. So I feel like, you know, even with the rap influences, because we've been doing rap from time. Like I hear what you're saying, like from like So Solid, when back in the day when people used to rap with American accents and that. So like I hear
That was
you.
me. That was me.
Yeah.
That's my time, innit? That
Yeah,
was
no, I
me.
hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Come
Same,
on.
do you know what I mean?
Come on.
So like it's
I'm
even
from
like
pack, like some American accent. Like,
word
yeah,
like chatting
cowboy.
about some UK stuff. So like I hear what you're saying, but I still feel like I can't not hear the grime. It's like Skepta on that new tune with Pop. Is it Pop Smoke?
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Pop
party.
Smoke.
I don't think I've heard it just yet. Still.
It's a banger still.
Oh, yeah, I can't lie.
This
And that
it's
Pop
rap,
Smoke's been
but-
doing music for 8 months. Can
yeah,
we, can we
yeah,
just 8 months.
8 months.
So by
That's
January
mad.
this year, he wasn't even doing.
But
music.
Casanova bust him though.
Oh, was that
Yeah,
where he
I
came
think it's
from?
Casanova's YG or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
It's got to be someone.
Yeah.
He can't
Casanova's
just come.
overwalking these streets though. Like he
Yeah.
just runs the ends
He
though.
loves
Proper
it.
New York, isn't it?
He
Like,
loves
bruh,
it.
Giggs has got a lot of man comfortable just walking through. Like, I see him. He's got a video that's coming out. I think with Giggs, where they did in Peckham. Just man, we out here. He's like Giggs, we out here on his Instagram. We out here, Giggs. we
This is a
out here.
testament to Giggs, though. I think.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is.
No doubt.
He is
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a figure, like in the
History
scene now.
speaks for
He's-
itself.
Yeah, he's that guy in the UK that I think everyone else is even just happy to say, yeah, he's the gangster of the UK. Because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Skepta has North and they got tunes, but that's not Skepta's image, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
He's happy. I feel like everyone's happy to just be like,
Nah, you're the guy.
Yeah.
Hollow's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Even Keno says it on his album. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got
it's true.
Hollow is my gunman
And he knows,
friend.
but Giggs knows it as well. Like Giggs knows it. He
he's
knows
just that
it's
guy.
the man,
He's
like-
that landlord, as he likes to
Nah,
call.
Yeah,
it,
of
so.
course.
The
of
man are not
course.
simple still.
But yeah, man, with your like let us know about your like latest single. What's going on at the moment?
Right now, currently, I'm going through a little label situation. So
Okay,
yeah,
sick,
I'm,
sick,
I'm,
sick.
I'm in the healing process. Let's call it.
Oh, wow,
We all
okay.
go through
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm in the healing process, so just trying to get my stuff back. Almost got it back, so very, very soon. So I've got like I can't officially per se release certain items.
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, on like Spotify, iTunes, as of now. But this year, by the end of this year,
Right.
everything will be out. So I've got like a couple sounds, like a couple tunes on like SoundCloud, and
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
just to kind of build up my rapport, because I've like kind of I had a certain way I came out before, and a couple things were happening before in life.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I thought, you know what, let me just proper work on the music. So I've got a couple stuff on my SoundCloud, Zulu the Concept. Check
So
it
that's
out,
the
check
best
it out.
place to listen to you
Yeah,
at
right
the moment.
at the moment,
Okay,
and I
cool.
will be like spreading out like wildfire. Because yeah, man, I'm very excited. I got like so much different variety, and I'd like to think that I'd like to open up a certain like lane for people like me per se, that they have a catalyst to kind of like sit back with, look on, or even people that are just kind of bored of the current sound now and just want something new or something just different. Like, you know, I feel like I can offer that. So, you know, yeah, man.
I'm a bit inner though. If you
Yeah.
don't mind talking
Yeah, bro.
about it. For obviously other artists, I keep saying artists, and that's not a word. For other artists that are coming through,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying you've had like an early, because obviously you're not as popular or out there as you'd like to be at the moment.
Yeah,
So for the
100%.
fact that you've got yourself into a situation with like a label,
Yeah.
are you able to touch light on that so people can not like kind of see where, or what for even for me to just know how you went wrong and like obviously how you're getting out of that situation.
Yeah. So it's more like, how can I explain it? All right, cool. So I was kind of like signed to a label when I was like 16, right? So it was more like the group not working out. So then we fell out, and then I came across with another label, which basically, like, you know, it was good terms and stuff like that. Like, it was all cool, but you know, just like into differences in terms of like, for me, one thing is important for me is like royalties. Like,
Yes,
royalties
of
are
course.
so important, bro. Like, I believe everyone needs to own their music in some,
Of
or at least
course.
have the highest end of the percentage of your music. So even if you don't have the 100, make sure you got that 70, or do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially like if it's building relationships with producers, which is another thing that I feel like a lot of artists should do. Like, find a producer, build relationships with them. You know, like
I think that's so important.
go
as well.
halves on the tracks, bro.
Of
50-50 on the tune. Let two people support the one image. You're both gonna win from it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's
Work
not really
together. 'Cause
exactly.
so many times it's like one's favoured than the other, and
Yeah,
it's normally
yeah.
obviously the artist as well sometimes, and
100%.
not the producer.
No, the producer, exactly. And these are the guys that help us like sound.
Yeah,
like,
the
mix
song wouldn't
mastering.
be anything
It wouldn't be
without
it.
the
So
producer.
yeah, like, you know, I went through that process. I didn't really like cut out certain things. I don't like to be controlled. So it was more of like giving them my freedom and like, you know, kind of like my identity. And I didn't want to. There's one thing that you should never sell. You should never sell yourself. Never sell your soul. So it's like, you know, I'm cool with them. Like, I know them personally. So like, it's just in the aspect of business, you know, I just felt like it was no longer viable or beneficial towards me. So, you know, I'm
Yeah.
just working on the process.
You
of just
outgrow
seeing-
things. Though,
yeah,
don't you?
100%. Like, so I feel like I can, you know, with the current management that I have now, I feel like I can definitely push forward and get to where I get to because I have my freedom. And it's always a coexisting relationship, and that's what really makes me happy. You know, we double check with each other. I'm probably just, you know, just as much as a manager for myself as he is with me. You know what I mean? Like, we've got a good relationship, a good team as well. People
Yeah.
that are crazy talented. Like, there's so much talent out there. Like, there's more than one way. We don't have to necessarily go through the big labels. We don't have to necessarily go through the people. They can help. No cap. They can
I
help.
think different people require different levels of management.
Yeah.
Some people like to be managed, but other artists are very much independent. They just need a team
100.
around them to kind of assist them in what they're doing.
100.
Whereas some people like to have that structure and
Yeah.
someone above them saying, no, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And
I feel
obviously-
like as an artist, like, for me, there's two things above all else as an artist: write your own music and your freedom. Like, you should never be like constricted, or even if you like have leeway, make sure that it's more beneficial towards you than it is to the other people. Like, make sure that you're winning at all times, because there's so many points where things just get chopped off. And because the main
Yeah.
purpose, if we're being honest, is to make money. But you know, I want to make money doing something I love. So this is what I want to do.
yeah, you can't lose sight of the vision. do you
Yeah,
know
the
what I
vision,
mean?
yeah, the core goal. Yeah.
Would you say, knowing what you went through, I know a lot of people when they go through a bad experience, they like to say, "Oh, yeah, I regret doing that," and I'm also one of those people doing that. But do you regret going through that situation, or are you happy you went through it because now you have more knowledge and okay, it can't happen to you again?
Mhm.
But are you happy you went through that journey?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
happy
cool.
still, yeah, because I feel like, you know, it is when, like, let's say when you've made a decision, yeah, to do something and it goes wrong, but you've made that decision. If you realize it, when you sit down and reflect, you're never really angry. You're just like, oh,
It's a learning experience.
yeah, like, but then if for example, like, if I was roped in and I wasn't sure, but I still did it,
Carried
then I'll
on.
be pissed. Then
Yeah.
I'll be like,
At least you learnt from it.
do you know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
'cause anything in life, as long as you learn and you take something from it. And
Yeah.
obviously, you were young at the time. You said you were 16.
Yeah, I
right?
was 16 at the
So
time.
you know, I think it's all too familiar getting into bad label situations. I've spoken to so many artists who have done the exact same thing, and I
Yeah.
think it's just part and parcel of learning how the industry works and what's best for you as an artist. Like you
Yeah.
say, you're entitled. You want to own your own music.
Yeah,
You're
man.
entitled to
100%.
that.
I want to like just be free, because then I
Of
feel
course.
like I can create. For me, it's not even about fame. Like, money's important, yeah, but it's not about that. It's about literally just the freedom of expression. Like, hopefully to relate to other people like me, or people can find someone that they can relate within me. So, you know, we're all connected. Like, it's not like, it's just more to create. Like, there's more important stuff. Even though like all the other stuff is important, the business side is important, but
You
the
gotta get
artistry,
paid, bro. You gotta get paid.
no, bro, I'm on the money, but for me, it's like
No, I hear
there's
what you're
the
saying, though.
artistry will keep me going if the money disappears. You know,
Yeah.
like
So
that's the stuff that will keep me strong and solid and focused. Like, yeah,
When people say that, yeah, because I never say that. If there's no money, yeah,
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
if there's no money, like I'd find it difficult to kind of like continue to do something for a sustained period of time. Yeah,
yeah,
I couldn't go to work, and then they tell me, you know what, Isaac, we're not gonna pay you for the next 6 months, but still come to work on time.
Yeah, but it's different. If you're talking about a job that you have no passion for, cool. Why are you doing that job? For money, yeah.
the money, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
other jobs that are a labour of love. Like, you would do it because you love it. Like, you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it because it's your passion. And I think you can't do music without having that feeling. Because if
Yeah.
you do music without having that feeling, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
100%.
I don't think you should
You
be
can
doing.
still
I
go
don't
from
think you
it,
should be
though.
doing. Yeah, of course you can,
Definitely
but
get the money, but
I think you're always going to have something that's short-lived, because I think you're going to be chasing the wrong thing, and your career's going to. You can see artists who do it though. This is the thing. You can see them artists who literally you can see they've chased the bag.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to
all
say a
they've
couple
done is
names,
chase
but I
the
just
bag.
don't want to get slewed like a couple years.
You don't
I
even
hear that.
have
You know
to,
what, you
but-
gotta be politically correct and that. Yeah, man.
No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind being unpopular. But like I was just remember I was talking earlier. I was like, do you know what? I don't want to be caught on the road and someone
Yeah.
saying, "You chat shit, man."
Sometimes people don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't see.
But they don't like the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah. Hey, yo, I've been saying this
Some
for like
people
the
don't like the
past.
truth.
There's a lot of artists,
2
artists in the UK that I just
Mm.
think they're making money. They're making money off the music, but they don't love the music. man.
No, of course they don't. They love everything that comes with it: the money, the exposure, the brand endorsements, and the
100%.
events. And think about all the things that come. It's a lifestyle. Like, you're
Mhm.
living your best life. It no longer, the music is like down here, and everything else is above it. And it gets like that.
I'm
sometimes.
not an artist. I wouldn't know. I don't look at an artist and think, yeah, that's lifestyle, because I just feel like the pressure's too much. Because I feel like once you're on the camera, like especially when you're an artist,
Yeah.
like me, I do like presenting and I hide for a couple months, and I'm very vocal at the fact that I don't care the way I dress and whatnot. But when you're an artist, yeah, and let's just say this year you had a good year, and your manager has predicted next year's gonna be a better year, and next year ain't a better year. The pressure to
Of
get the
course.
latest, because you still got to be in season. I don't mind being 10 years out of
already-
season.
You're already lost in the sauce by that point.
Yeah.
What
It's
choice
mad.
have you
How
got?
do you,
if
like,
you've been
keep
put up
going?
there into that spotlight, where are you going? You either got to go with it and potentially flop, or you're going to run away and hide, and everyone's going to be like,
I feel like there's a balance though, man.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
have
like
to have a
there's
balance.
You got guys like J. Cole, like he don't give a toss, bro. We've seen his hair. We have seen J. Cole's hair.
J. Cole's
So-
my kind of artist.
Do you get what I'm
You
trying to
get
say?
me?
Kendrick,
he
even on
makes it
another
work.
aspect as well, like they don't like it's for me. Like I'll be real, like I love fashion to like hardcore, bro. Like I want to make clothes. I want to learn how to sew. Like I'm definitely gonna release some sort of clothing thing. I don't care if it doesn't bang, but I just want to like proper wear the
Your
clothes.
own thing,
yourself.
innit? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
like
Yeah.
so, like for me, it's just one of the things. But you know, when you're into these materialistic things, it kind of teaches you not to be materialistic, because there's a point where you're like, that's just ridiculous.
see it
bro.
for what
Like,
it is,
Yeah, I'm thinking,
yeah.
well, like, at the end, it's
It's-
just a shirt. G.
yeah.
Like, yeah, cool. I love the
Everything's got a
material and that. But
expiry
then,
date.
you know,
on it.
everything does have an expiry date, and that's when you learn that you can't expire
Your
yourself.
swag's on point.
You know what I'm saying?
Me.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's minor for me. Comes naturally.
Minor.
I don't
hear
even
that.
give it much thought. I just
I hear you.
just
I
do
go
it.
in the wardrobe, I get the
I
clothes
hear that,
out, and I
man.
put it
hear
on.
you, I hear
Some
you.
people are lucky like that, man. Not everyone has it like that. So.
But I get what you're saying. Some people go too far. Like someone was saying the other day. I can't remember who it was, but they were saying, if you're spending 2K on an item of clothing, but you can't pay your rent,
That's mad.
what are you doing with your life?
Bear man do that though.
But do you know what I
I
mean?
don't believe. Do you know? I'm so
Bro.
psychologically
It
messed
happens.
up because
Bro,
it's just
they
like
do
so
it.
to cut you. It's just like when I'm seeing people in like designer, I'm thinking, yeah, you're doing your thing, yeah, but I'm not looking at like you're doing your thing like I can't go and do the same thing. I'm like, yeah, you got your designer on, But to know, yeah, that you've got on these Balenci's and you're stunting to me, like your life is calm, but you ain't got curtains in your house.
Exactly. This is the thing, and I've always said, I will never have like a designer bag. Say I want like a Louis, and it's about £800.
Is that how much they go for?
No,
Maybe more than that. That's a cheap one, babes.
That's like a little thing.
That's like a
Basic.
modest. Yeah, that's basic. Okay, let's say £1,000, for a bag.
A grand. So hold on, before you tell me the story, if I came to you, say I was your partner,
Yeah.
and I gave you an 800 bag, and I felt like I've done the most, yeah. Are you in your mind gonna be like? Are you gonna tell your friends? Oh, you only got me a cheap one. You're the 800 pound.
No, I'd
Some
probably,
gal would.
no. I wouldn't want my boyfriend to buy me that because I'd feel. But I'm saying like that's in the grand scheme of things, an £800 bag in Louis Vuitton is cheap.
Haga, you know. Would you think it's a cheap?
No,
bag?
of course no. I'd probably tell him to take it back and keep the money. Like I'm not that kind of.
No, fair
Do you get what I mean?
enough. Yeah.
But like,
It's only because you said it was because you said £800. Those are the cheap ones. I'm thinking.
but I'm just stating
Like to their
facts.
standard,
I'm
yeah.
just stating
money
facts.
together and be like,
yeah,
babe.
I know. It could make you shed a tear. It's that bad.
All right, go on.
But I would never buy one for myself unless I had that amount of money or more in my bank account. You cannot have. How can I walk around with £1,000 bag and I've got 20 quid in my bank? Please.
But isn't that image though? If
It's
you're
not
doing
that-
this music thing, do you not need the image?
Nah,
you
bro.
do, but I think it's like, are you killing yourself? And
Okay.
are you making yourself financially in a situation where you can't afford to eat to have a bag? It's crazy.
Bare Congolese people are gonna hate me for saying this, but Congolese people love rich and stuff still.
Do you know? But I think it's just a sign of the times. It's social
Sadly,
media,
yeah,
you know.
it
There's
is.
people out there. You have to remember, stay in your lane. There's someone out there who buying a £1,000 Louis Vuitton bag is like dropping £10 on the floor and not picking it up.
Yeah.
That money is going to be gone, and they're not even going to care. But to
Yeah.
someone like me, I've got to save probably 2 years to buy that bag. Do you get what I mean? So you got to stay in your lane. You need to know your place. Like you can't be
Play your
competing with
position.
people who are in. Yeah, know your
I
position.
do want Balenci's. I just can't afford them.
Exactly.
I
but
do
then
want
don't
them,
buy
yo.
them.
I do want
Or
them.
put away
Think they're clapped.
£20 a week until you have them. Like to me, I'd find that so much more satisfying
It's humbling as well.
if I
like,
saved up my money and I bought that for myself.
It's funny though, because I want the so out of season Balenci's. I've know the ones I said the pointy ones.
Yeah.
old school.
Those ones that I want.
Come on, they've got to be cheap now then, yeah?
Raw. What,
eBayting.
250 on my feet.
Mate,
That's still a big price.
That is price. That's like proper high end, expensive trainers, or like a pair of Yeezys or something.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if I buy the trainers, I've got to have the jeans in it, and then I
Yeah,
can't
you
just
have
have
to have
a
the
one
support.
dead pair of jeans.
Yeah.
I've got to have at least
Oh.
4
The
pairs to
thing is,
kind
it's
of
like, where
balance
do
it.
you stop? Where
to
do you
Balenciaga
Especially
it
with
out.
trainers, I think if you're going to be a trainer person, you've got to have enough money to have a selection because you can't be wearing the one pair of Yeezys for like 2 months straight because they're going to get ruined. And that's what I hate about trainers. You know, when they start looking like dusty
You
and
can
they,
see the
they-
wear and
yeah,
tear.
the wear and tear.
Yeah,
Nah,
I think I'm wearing.
You've
and
got to have
tearing.
a
Yeah,
fresh
man's wearing
trainer.
and tearing right
Look,
now.
I can't
I'm wearing.
talk. I've
I'm
worn these to
wearing. I'm
Wireless
wearing and
Festival,
tearing
like.
still. I'm wearing and tearing.
These are just the runarounds.
but I'm saying that's people's mentality. It's not even like you can buy the trainer. You've then got to be thinking, okay, what's the next trainer I'm going to buy? Because I can't
Yeah,
wear this.
You got a
pair
plan for the next
for
3 months.
Yeah, like where does it end?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's
I hear
crazy.
you.
It's
I hear you.
crazy.
So what are we to expect? Actually, did you have anything else you wanted to ask him?
I was just gonna say you mentioned a bit about the sound that you're trying to create, and then being able to like pull in like other artists, and
Yeah.
is that your main aim? So you know, like maybe creating like a label, or not even a label, but like a like maybe even signing artists
Yeah,
that you
it's-
think can come into your like
Yeah.
like I know
So-
you don't have a genre, but do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get you. So basically, I'm glad you asked that. 'Cause I probably would have forgot.
Oh,
I
okay,
spoke about
that's
this,
good.
yeah. Basically, I have like kind of like spearheading a collection with like other artists that are currently in development as well.
Yeah.
Our group is called 5-6, and what 5-6 is. It is a group of people from all different areas, north, south, east, west London, meeting up to create, and I'm talking from like graphic designers to
Okay.
like to people that do fashion, to people that are even in real
So
estate.
there's
Like there's no limit.
on
The
anything.
whole point is
you're
everyone can
creative.
do to create. Do you know what I mean? As a
Mhm.
real estate, spaces that could be, needed to be written out for a video or something like that, you know, like, or the graphic designer can make the images or the beat, like the production on the beat, or, you know, like, just so that, you know, there's always
a network of
creators.
But it's so important because we're all I'm not an artist, but you know, we're all trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's all about who you have around you.
Exactly.
If you're the artist and you have friends who are a producer, a graphic designer, then you might know a videographer. You've got your team there, and then you're all making progress together.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important for people like you who can put together platforms like that for others that are maybe like just wouldn't think of doing it or don't have like the means to do it. But yeah, I think that's definitely something I can see you doing.
Because it's just like, you know, for me, it's always been like I always wanted to just find a place, not even just for me, it's weird, but for like other people as well, just so that no one's kind of restricted, because you never know what you can gain from someone.
No, you don't.
You never know what you could gain from like I don't just rap, so I do like artistic direction as well. So if you have a photo shoot or a music video, I'll be the person helping you. I'm currently working with an artist now. I'm kind of directing, I'm basically managing their career as well. So it's like I'm learning from my manager, telling how to manage someone else. Yeah. And this is just all like for freelance. If we make money out of it, we make money out of it. But I'm gonna gain something.
The thing is, you've got the right attitude, and this is what I was saying earlier about doing things for money and then doing things like. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes you have to just do things, and you know full well I'm not going to get any. I'm not going to see any pennies from this. However, you might get introduced to someone else
give you the money,
who is going to then give you the money from another job. That might be in 6 months' time, a year's time, 2 years' time. But I think everyone's in such a rush to get places now. But you can't. You have to just kind of.
You sound like my Audible book that I'm reading about let go of your ego. Everybody wants it now.
Maybe you need to let go of your ego, Isaac.
Maybe I do. That's why I'm reading the book about letting go of my ego.
It's true, but I think things will come to you so much easier if you just relax. Yeah. If you just realise that, you know, nothing's easy, but if you work hard, it will come.
It will come,
And help each other. Help others.
Help each other.
Be that person.
I think you should do an Audible book, you know.
I'm going to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I like topics like this, but I think it's refreshing to have someone like you who is about everyone else, because I think so many people are just in it for themselves. 100%. And I think if you can say that I want to make it to the top, but I'm bringing everyone with me, they're the people who do the best. That they're the people who 100%. Are most successful.
Because like they stay hungry. Like if you already made like it's like, for me, my biggest fear is that my passion dies. That's so scary for me, you know. Like mad scary.
But that's how you should be. Not oh my god, when's the money gonna run out? It should be, oh my god, what if one day I wake up
and I don't want to do this,
and I don't want to do this anymore? Because I've had that feeling where you have a career and you love it, and then over time, because it's your job, you get to that point where you just don't even like it anymore, and it just becomes that work. It's very demoralizing. Yeah, and it's like it makes you feel rubbish.
But like it's just, you know, I just feel like there's so much stuff that I have to offer people, and so much stuff people even have to offer me. Like 9 times out of 10, it's my experiences with people that have inspired me to write these things. So sometimes like, I might write a bar or a verse, and I'll ring my boy and I'll be like, bro, love for that, G, love. And my boy will be like, what happened? I'm like, nah. Don't worry. You just bust me. Literally, just because of like being together, like being like a collective. Like a lot of people are really, but everyone wants their slice. Like, but imagine you don't. Like the way I see it, I don't have to be a millionaire to make it from music, bro. Like for me, it's moving my mum off the ends, her never working again, and me creating a system where I can continuously make money just by sitting down, whether that be real estate or selling a product that is not music related. You know, just making myself out of that bracket, bringing myself
just freedom.
Out.
Like you were saying, it's having that creative freedom and financial freedom. If you can wake 100%. Up every day, do what you love, know that all of your loved ones are fed and have everything they need, like that's success to me anyway.
Exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah, 100%. Isaac's nodding his head like, do you know what? these two are onto something now.
No, totally, man. I'm trying to be a billionaire out here, man. I want it all, man. I gotta tell the universe I want it all. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been down for too long, man. For too long, man. I'm tired, baby. I'm tired,
How
man.
old's Jay-Z?
I'm tired,
Isaac?
man.
How old's Jay-Z?
Bro, you know what? I don't actually know, you know.
I think he's just 50s, like.
Yeah,
early
50 something,
50s, and he's only just billionaire.
Yeah,
so
only
just you know.
I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, I know. He started.
Tick time.
He blew at 20. He started off at 26. So you know, 31.
He was a late bloomer.
Do the
Yeah,
math.
yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe I can be a billionaire by 56 if he's 51. I'm gonna drop an album now, you know.
Trust me.
Get me? I'm tired, man. I've been down. I was listening to Nas the other day on one of his tunes, and he goes, "I've been rich longer than I've been broke." I want to be able to say that, man. I rate that.
It can
That is
happen
mad.
easily.
Like, no, I want to get to like 70 and be like, yeah, I've lived my life. Yes, there was a time when I grew up in their ends, but I've been alive and rich longer than I was that.
Of course it will happen.
It's all
Mate, we're
possible,
all
man.
living longer now. Everyone's living to their like 90s, 100. You got a long time.
Yeah, man.
You don't need to rush.
100%.
Don't need to rush.
No.
I need that.
You don't need it.
I need
But do you know what?
that.
The desperate energy is not going to give it to you.
I hear that, though.
Because if
You'll make a
you're
mistake or
desperate about
something,
something,
yeah.
it's going to keep running away from you.
I hear that.
You need to feel like you are that person now.
I saw a meme, actually, funny enough, the other day about something about a cat. And, yeah, something
About
about...
like chasing or something.
Yeah, don't chase the cat. Get the stuff that the cat needs.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
I hear that. I hear you.
You have to remember as well, what can you offer? You like don't always think of it as other people can offer you something or you're trying to get something that someone else has got. What do you
How are
already
you
have?
valuable?
Yeah, what is your value?
Yeah, don't be
that's gonna-
self-entitled. I
Ye-
hear you. I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? It's not being like it's not being self-entitled, it's not being cocky or anything, but everyone's been put on this earth for like with a purpose.
Everyone has a talent.
I
everyone
need
gift.
that.
Yeah, so
I need that.
everyone's
What
worth
the
something.
purpose?
No, not purpose.
what's
I
your
need that
purpose?
check.
What's your purpose?
To get
My
that check.
purpose.
To get money.
No. My purpose, to be fair, I know I'm just talking a bit wild right about now, yeah. But obviously off air.
He's like, I just need that money.
Yeah,
I just wanna get rich.
No, on a serious note, I think my main purpose in my life is just to kind of just create a platform for everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now.
It's a pure-hearted thing, bro. It's a pure-hearted thing. And
Clean
like,
hearts always win.
yeah, man. Like even if
So
like,
true.
trust me, like rich is such a word where like it's even for me, I had to sit down, bro, because there was a point I was like, fam, I know I'm gonna be broke for time, bro. I'm gonna be broke for time. Like, am I ready for the sacrifices that come with this music thing? And I just said, yeah, man. I'm
It's real because when you're doing anything creative, yeah, like obviously I know some people still have like jobs and that, yeah.
yeah.
Like for me, I don't, and it's just like it's you like some people have to go through it. And obviously, some people don't have to go through it. But it's just like when you're like purely trying to do like something, forget even just being creative, yeah. And you gotta like sacrifice everything else, yeah. It's like raw. That's when you really, I guess, that's when your brain starts to tick. How you're gonna get through the same day doing this. It's kind of mad. And obviously, like, I remember when Skepta was saying on a tune, he didn't see music. He stopped shotting.
Yeah,
he
he
stopped
needs to
shotting,
know.
and then he didn't see money for a whole year.
Bro.
You know what? I would just like to conversate with him to talk me through that year.
That process.
He stopped shotting and did music
But
and
that
didn't
year
see money from
probably
it
made him.
for a year.
Like, that year was probably the most important year in his whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But I'd
sometimes
love
you
to
have
speak to
do
him. You know,
that.
I would like, cause you know when people, you see these people on television. Yeah, man, I was broke. 10 years ago, I was sleeping on the bench.
It's
Like,
real.
you don't look like you was sleeping on no park bench. I don't believe.
Tell me more.
Yeah, tell me more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was on a bench, man. I was watching Britain's Got Talent. This guy's like, 3 years ago, man, I was sleeping on the floor. Now, when Britain's Got Talent in America, now I own my own home. Now I got family that I didn't even know. And it was just like, okay,
Hey, yo.
cool. But I know, like some people like to exaggerate, like, of the level, because they're successful now, or they're at a level of success, they like to make out like their lows were really low. Like, allow it, man. You was in your mum's yard, and you was probably giving her a little $200 a month in a tiny
rent
room,
and that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you had a
It's like
little
I
link.
said to
You
you
had a link
earlier.
on the side, but you're making it out
That's the
that you was on the floor. Like, allow it, man.
No, it's true, but as we were having a conversation earlier, I said to you, people only tell you what they want you to know. So you're only ever going to see one side. Do you get what I mean? So someone could say they were broke. Yeah, they might have been, but then they might not have told you about, someone in their family giving them a lump sum of money during that time. And then, do you get what I mean? You're not going to mention that to someone.
Like Biggie, as much as people love Biggie, he lied. He never lived in a one-bed shack.
Exactly.
He used to go on holiday every year. He used to go to Jamaica. His mum was an English teacher.
Exactly.
fair enough.
But you don't
Yeah.
know. That wouldn't have worked for him in his rap
Would've never
career.
worked for
Do you know what I mean?
That's
You
what
can't
I'm
rap
trying
about
to
that.
say, But I guess like there's different parts of your life though, man. Do you get it?
Different phases.
So some people choose to focus on certain parts
Exactly.
than the actual
and ignore other
currently
parts.
Yeah, man. Trust.
You mentioned something about ghostwriting before I let you go.
Yeah.
Do you think like now that Drake's been exposed to being for having ghostwriters or people assisting him making music, I don't feel like he's the first rapper because you know
Definitely
Shine.
not the first, bro.
When P Diddy signed Shine, Shine was doing a lot of ghostwriting for a lot of rappers on
even
on
before
Bad
Shine.
Boy. Even before Shine.
Even before Shine.
Is it really a big deal?
For me, bro, I'll be 100% real. I can ghostwrite for someone, but I'll never let someone ghostwrite for me. So for me, the reason is being why it's important like that. If you're imagine now, there's a little boy somewhere, a little girl or whatever, just a kid. You're writing your love song, We're not even gonna talk about like money or road or stuff like that because that's too easy. Let's talk about human emotions now, So this person's going through whatever they're going through. You're singing that song, like you've been through it. Like these are your words and like your heart, your ache. Like man, seeing it on screen, bro. The video looks mad. The visuals are great. I'm thinking, raw. My man, flipping out because he's been through that. I'm going through that right now, brother. And then he says a line that says, "Just stay strong," and that's a line that makes you get through your situation. And then like you bang it, you share it to everyone. You proper feel it, like your emotions are invested, and then you find out Big Man never wrote that. Damn.
But does it take away any of the
100%, bro. 100% because you represent that. You're maybe you're the only person in the whole world that's portrayed that whole thing in the way I can understand it. Maybe you're the only person in the world, the only relatable. Because music's deeper, bro. Like music's not just me listening to a guy's. No, bro. It's vibrations. We're 70% water. It's sound. It affects our brain.
Of course.
There's liquid in our brain, bro. Even down to like metabolic breakdown. Like there's a science to it.
Them science law classes there, boy.
Listen, there's science
so
to it. So like it's
true.
Water can change the vibration of water, how it moves, the way it changes. So, brother, I thought we were the same, bro. Like that's not you.
But do you listen to R&B?
Yeah, that's the whole point. But and this is what I'm trying to say, and I know where you're going with this. For me, Drake has always been an R&B artist. He's never been a rapper.
Wow.
He's never been a rapper to me.
I do agree.
So that's why I'm not mad at Drake. I will never. It's like Kanye, bro. You think anyone can say Kanye never wrote? I said, yeah, well, yeah, of course not, mate. He's a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his title. That's when he stepped out of his chest as an artist. He said, yeah, big man, I produce and I want to be a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay, give me the deal, Jay.
He was quite open.
Give me the deal, Jay. I want to be around. How many people's samples, voices has he used? He's got one track, all of the lights of like 30 artists.
Yeah.
Brother, why do you need that many people, fam?
That was crazy,
But
actually, when I think about that.
That's a producer's mindset.
Yeah.
That's only certain sounds, they all culminate together to work like this.
Yeah.
So in terms of ghostwriting, if you're a singer, I have no qualms with it. But if you say you're a rapper,
why is it okay for singers to have ghostwriters? But rappers now, in my opinion, rappers evolved. Yeah, to where there was a time when R&B artists had to write, and it's become a business, and people want to consume it more. So now we have a reason for ghostwriters. Rap is a $1 trillion industry, and people want to consume it more. So why not have ghostwriters? And grime is getting bigger. I think people need to be open to the fact that there could be some grime ghostwriters out there. And
no, there is.
If there is, why is it a problem? Because this is no longer like, I don't consider music an art anymore because it's a business.
And so is art. Yeah, art is a business, bro. So why do you paint? Do you paint because it's
but you paint because you feel.
Exactly.
No one can ghost paint for you.
Exactly. And then that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Is it really art then? Like, so I hear what you're saying. It's a double-edged sword. Everything's a double-edged sword. But for
why
me,
are you making music?
The first blade that cuts is the artist's blade. It's my experiences going through, connecting with you. That makes you feel so strong enough, bro. You want to give me your hard-earned money, bro.
Yeah.
The money that you had your boss shouting at you at, the anxiety build up in your office, all of that. You said, you know what? I went through all of that, but I'm going to give it to you, bro. Because that tune right there, what you said right there, the way you sang it and the passion, it made me connect with you.
Yeah.
So that's why for me, I can't buy dreams, bro. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'd rather you tell me, hey, I do the music thing, and bro, maybe
there you go, yeah, Bell.
like I do the music thing, and you know, sometimes people write for me. That's okay. I'm still gonna buy your music, bro. I just know where it comes from. But when I feel like when I meet you, if I meet you and we have these personal stories, you're not gonna be able to tell me that this is a personal story.
Let's swap the mic, man.
Yeah, like when we go through like these personal stories, you're not gonna ask you questions about the song that you wrote. You might not even care about the song. You just sang it just because you needed something, a filler on your album, and it just happens to be a banger.
It's like, why are you making the song? Why would you get a ghostwriter?
So how are we gonna connect as fans and artists? Like, you've lost me now. Yeah. I still like the song, but you've lost me. I thought we were going through the same thing. I thought, you know, another human being's experience can help me connect, and which is what people fall asleep on. Like, at the end of the day, we all want to connect, bro. We all want to be the same. We want to be part of the same family. So if we can't do that in real life, music's the escape that helps people to connect with other people. How many people listen to rap that are rich and poor, from the poverty line upwards? Like, how many? Like, you know,
I hear that.
You get me? So we're all connected by the rap. So when you go to concerts, you see that rich white kid, and you see the hard-working guy, the kid, the teen. We're all in the same spot, bro. Because of one person. That's a connection. That's a connection.
It's deeper than we all realise, I think.
And I feel like people have lost that. That's why music's become so boring, so bland.
Yeah.
I think music's so dead right now,
and the
bro.
substance
Honestly,
of it.
oh my God, I think it's so dead. That's why, like, more than ever, I believe that I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm here for a purpose. As much as my stuff's not out, and, you know, people don't know me, I feel like I will connect with someone, and it will change me. That I've helped someone, you know.
You've got the bigger picture in your head. I think.
So what is there to expect then?
There is a lot of people call it FIFA bangers, isn't it? There's a FIFA banger that's coming out.
Wait, definition, please.
Imagine. You know that. Did you see that tweet recently about the new FIFA list that's coming out for FIFA 20?
The soundtrack. Like the.
And someone complained like,
playlist.
brother, I don't want to see all of this rap. Like, I want to hear an indie white boy sing that I've never heard before while I'm selecting my team. Like, that's what a person said, isn't it? That's what a black.
So is that the definition of the FIFA banger?
I don't even mean to hate, but you know what? Because I've been playing FIFA for years.
You agree with it?
I don't agree with it, but it's just like, you know what?
You hear what you're saying?
That Coldplay.
Yeah, come on, bro.
When you're in the menu section picking your team.
What?
Yeah, brother. Come on. Yeah.
I can't relate, guys.
Coldplay's my favorite band of all time.
I can't lie. I prefer that kind of music. Not saying I don't want to hear Wretch, because I do, and I want to hear Chip, and I want to hear them guys on FIFA. I do.
Music
and
is
I
about
want them
mood,
to get
though.
checks. But when I'm playing
It's about
FIFA,
mood.
I don't know if it's because I've been programmed to prefer, I guess, Western or like European music for FIFA.
Yeah.
But I have. FIFA's not like 2K.
Yeah.
So don't try and make it the same.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
2K's hip hop.
So what?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah,
You're gonna hear
strictly
Jay-Z on the 2K.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Giggs Blade Brown on my FIFA. Sorry, I don't. I want to hear.
I hear that.
Chris Martin.
Yeah, hey, big him up, man. Shout out Chris. I want to do a song with you in the future, man. The whole Coldplay thing, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be
I'm not gonna
sick.
lie. And
That'd
that's
be
no
sick.
disrespect to
fam.
Giggs or Blade Brown, because I play bags and boxes and whatnot. But I'm just saying, when I'm playing FIFA, I don't want to hear that. That's not where I want to hear them.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to beat someone 10-0.
You need the
I'm
right
not trying
music.
to. I'm not
It's
trying
like
to hear about
if you're
trapping.
getting ready to fight and you're going into the ring, what are you going to listen to?
Yeah, maybe that.
You're going to listen to something that's going to
Hype you
up, make you feel
FIFA's not a war, though, isn't it? FIFA's not a war.
No, but I'm
FIFA's a
saying
war, bro.
FIFA is
Breaks
to
friendships.
come on now, don't downplay FIFA.
Yeah.
Like FIFA's a
I
big
don't play
thing.
it, but yeah.
FIFA's a big thing. You
I
need the
can't-
right music to get you in the. Come on, you want to smash. You want to smash your boys.
anyone
at FIFA.
anyone that wants to play me at FIFA or Pro at UK_ISN,
Pro 6, the best football game ever. Sorry.
£20 a game.
Oh no, there's
Yeah.
gonna be beef now.
I ain't losing. I'm just gonna rack up peas. Anyone that wants that smoke at UK. Do you know what? My Isaac Semwanga is my Instagram. I've got smoke for days.
Just
Hit
at
the
him.
government.
For
Just
FIFA.
at him on Instagram.
The government. That is my
No, I'm
Instagram.
saying, yeah, the government. You hit
Yeah,
them
that's
with the
on my
government,
Insta.
That's how sure you are. Damn.
Yeah. When you're ready, anyone can get it smoked. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly.
Right, boy.
Even
You
when
did
I'm
not
doing the
come to
show.
play.
Even when I'm doing the show. Anyone
Right,
that
everyone
wants
heard
it, that
It's
smoke's
live, it's
available.
Live, it's live. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I can't take you seriously,
That's
man.
crazy. No, I feel there's a lot of man with that energy still. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to just change the scene. Just give people a different variety of music, man. Give them something that hopefully
Yeah.
they've never heard before or have heard, but not like this.
I think
that's
it's
what I hear a
refreshing.
lot.
I think we're in a time where music has never been so profitable in this country. However, I think we now need to use that to make good
advantage.
music.
I think it has. I just think it hasn't been for our community.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's kind of what I meant in this kind of scene. Yeah,
Yeah. In our community, music
in
hasn't
UK
been
urban
this.
scene.
It hasn't been this profitable, but for them, like Brits and all of that, they've been creaming for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to take charge of that and use that to be like, okay, now it's our chance to really make good music and, you know, support each other, be creative and, you know.
Dollar bills, yo.
You and your dollar bills. I'm sorry.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna finish it there.
It's been a good little chat.
Where can they follow you on the socials, my bro?
Follow me on Instagram, Zulu the Concept. Follow me on SoundCloud, Zulu the Concept. I don't really use Twitter, but yeah, you can follow me on Twitter as well, Zulu the Concept on Twitter too. So yeah, man.
You should get on Twitter. Twitter's good.
I'm like not really like a social guy. I just rather stash a picture, a little quote and that.
I feel like you're not someone who's trying to say too much.
Yeah,
you're
like
just trying to do what you're trying to do.
What I have to. I want people to kind of like because I can't lie, like I don't chat smack, but I chat a lot of smack. So I won't ever say I'm not good. Cause
What, you good at FIFA?
No. I'm just saying
cool.
musically,
Just
my
making
talent.
sure.
Yeah,
Just
like my
making
talent.
sure.
No, I'm dead. I don't bang FIFA at all. I think
Good.
It's a dead game.
At least
That's an easy £20. Good. It's good. You're not good. Good.
But yeah, man. Yeah. It was a social. Shout me, guys.
Yeah, shout me
I'm
on
coming.
socials. Shout me on socials. I am at Chloe with 3 E's and then the Mykel, which is MYKEL. On Insta and Twitter.
Follow us at UK_ISN if you want that smoke on FIFA. I'm gonna do this every week
He's
now
not,
for the rest
he's
of
not
the
joking,
year.
man. He's not
He's
joking.
serious.
I'm gonna put
Get
out
your
there. I'm
money,
gonna let
sir.
people know £20 a game. PayPal. I'll take that money.
It's a business.
PayPal, friends and family.
Bro, KSI and these guys have made so much money. Hey, bro, before you go, actually, this boxing thing, I never saw this coming. Like, they sold out the first one. I watched that. I saw that fight because I'm into boxing. But this next fight, you know, they're gonna probably make like a good. They made a good 8 to 10 million each. The last fight.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
KSI
He's
Logan
richer than a lot
Paul.
of rappers, you know.
Listen, yeah. What you've got to understand, yeah, I know a lot of people are not realizing what's happening right now. Yeah, Logan Paul and KSI. This is totally off topic and we should be done, but I just got to get it out. They did 1.3 million buys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view, right, at $8.99. Now you've got people like Derek Chisora, yeah, Joseph Parker, who are fighting, who won't even do a third of that. These are professional fighters.
Yeah.
When Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury last December, you can go on the internet. He drops on the floor when they told him he did 1 million pay-per-view buys. These guys that talk about whatever they talk about on the internet did 1.3 million buys. They sold at an arena that was 20,000, yeah? There's boxers that are professional boxers in this country that are struggling
Don't do that.
It's
to do
mad.
that.
It's mad.
Now
It's
the
all
next
mad.
one's in America. It's in LA.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nuts. Now, you got to think they've got real boxers on the undercard. These
So why do you think people were buying into it then? Is it just because they know the
YouTubers, innit?
Yeah.
That's the business, innit? Like, I wish I really had a really good insight into like personal blogging when YouTube first started. Because if I had that business mind, that obviously I feel like KSI and Logan Paul just fell into it, but at the same time they were still
Most people
consistent
do.
with it.
Yeah.
But they were able to like, look, these guys, they got like 20 million subscribers. Like, all they ever need is a tenth, not even a tenth, a fifth to keep them afloat.
True. Just to like pay bills and stuff. Literally.
Like just a fifth. And obviously these guys are people are intrigued to watch people that are not professional boxers, that have never fought at all in their life, that are just two YouTubers that don't like each other, and they're making money.
Even down to like professionals, you know, just to see how an average person just naturally just defends himself. Like, it's all the research.
Crazy.
There's so many
man.
avenues.
Crazy.
So many avenues.
It's crazy. So yeah, make sure you got your YouTube page, yeah, so people can follow you. Now.
Not yet, guys.
Get that YouTube page up, man.
Yeah, it's big. It's all about them views.
Yeah, man, it's coming. I'll be there soon, guys. Don't worry.
I guess.
We'll
And
be
we out.
Peace. Thank you for watching,
And
guys. Thank you for
love.
tuning
It's been
in.
legendary. Thank you.
FIFA.